everyone. So today the topic is 5 leaders who are Montessorians. So before going into the topic, I would like to explain the term the Montessorians. So what I meant by that, Montessorian means children who are going to a Montessori school. So these are the 5 leaders which we are going to talk about are the people who were in their childhood going to a Montessori school. So coming into the term what is Montessori, most of the parents who are here watching this video might already know this term Montessori because it is quite familiar, okay? And the second thing is you might already be sending your children to a Montessori school. And a lot of people, when I ask them a question, what is Montessori, they give us a lot of explanations about this is Montessori, that is Montessori. So taking into account the most majorly said is the self-directed learning, it's a mixed age grouping, no gradation system, no exams. So these are some of the well-credited explanations of what is a Montessori. Now coming into the leaders who were a Montessorian child and they were creating a global impact. So what is the global impact? Let's go one by one. The first person whom I'm going to talk about is, he's a person who created a product where everybody at home nowadays cannot live without this icon in their laptop or in their mobile. What is that icon? The icon is nothing but Google. So they were the founders of Google are Larry Page and Sergey Brin. They were a Montessorian child. So they themselves were saying, crediting this Montessori system in their own interview, which they gave it to New York Wall Street Journal. So when the journalist was asking, what is that? How is that they created such a product which has created a global impact and it is so creative? And they went on to say that it was not their parents, it was not anything else, but it was the Montessori system of education which instigated the creative thought process from their childhood. It is a very important word, creative thought process in their childhood. Okay. Second leader whom I'm going to talk about is, whenever you go for an online shopping, you can not avoid this brand. You will anyhow go and you will go and browse this online e-commerce portal. What is that portal? Amazon. Jeff Bezos is a person who is a Montessorian child. So he also went on to create a something creative product which is globally impacting. Third person whom I'm going to talk about is, whenever you want to search an information about any personality or any place, you go and Google it and mention the name. And what do you get as the first link? First link is the Wikipedia. So Jimmy Wales, who is a founder of Wikipedia, is also a Montessorian child. The fourth person whom I'm talking about is, if you are a video gamer, you can never forget this person, or you might have been very familiar about this person. He is called Will Wright, who is a pioneer in the video gaming system or creating a video games. So he is a person who is also a Montessorian, called that he is a Montessori child. So coming into the fifth leader, I'm not going to talk about the fifth leader because I have not restricted to a single person. I have mentioned a lot of people who are great musicians, a great creative artists in the film industries, and a great politicians, political leaders who are controlling the world. The royal families of Europe and Britain, a lot of them have either been a Montessorian child or have created Montessori schools or have allowed the descendants to study through Montessori learning system. Why are all of these members who have really been creating a global impact have been a Montessori child? So what is the missing link that we are not enjoying right now in India? So in India, when it comes to say, we are very fortunate actually. Maria Montessori, after First World War, she was there staying in India and she was discovering a lot about the children sitting in Chennai in a Theosophical society, and went on to create an elementary education system in Kodaikanal. So this is something which is very wonderful and we are all fortunate. But are we really understanding what is Montessori? Are we really implementing this at home? Are we really impacting our children and enjoying the benefit? This is a great question we have to ask ourselves. So many parents have given me an explanation and their own perspective about Montessori education, which was totally not in alignment with the learning system, with the actual learning system of Montessori. And parents who already send their children to a Montessori school, they also have told me that we don't know what is actually happening inside, but we really understand the importance. And some children, some parents say that it's quite not affordable. A Montessori system is a system where parents really think that only a class of society can afford to send their children to that school, or even if you have the affordability, you are in such a place where you don't have a Montessori school. So all these kinds of questions and answers keeps coming up. There is a lot of gap, okay? So bridge this gap. We wanted to make sure that all of the parents who are in any of this area to attend a program which is called 5 hours impactful Montessori parental webinar. So in this webinar, we are going to give you what is Montessori in reality, how it can be implemented at home, even if you are not able to send your children to a Montessori school. And if you are already sending your children to a Montessori school, you will know what is actually what is the results and benefits you can enjoy from that. And if you are quite affordable enough, you can start a Montessori school in your own area. So this webinar has been created in such a way that it bridges all the parents, teachers and future entrepreneurs to take part in that. And we are not giving this webinar for free, and we are not charging you so much. So both the cases we looked into it, we have only charged for ₹99, wherein which we want your commitment and participation 100%. To bring your commitment, we went on to create this cost, and if you want to join our webinar to know more about all of the details which I have mentioned, the link is there in the bio or the info. You can go and log in and register yourself. It is happening this weekend, and you can join us for the 5 hours impactful parental webinar. And most important, you should not miss the bonuses and the offers which we are giving. The bonus is, if you are participating the 5 hours and if you are giving your 100% participation also, we are giving you a certificate for that. That is one thing. The second thing what we are going to give you is, when you are attending this program, you are also enjoying another part freely, that is Montessori homeschooling. So which many of the parents right now, they might be sending it to school, but at home, how you can implement, or if your children is going to a normal school, how you can create a Montessori environment so that you support your child in learning at his own pace and freely enjoying and creating the creative thought process in your child's brain. Okay, so that is the one you will be benefiting through the 5 hours workshop itself. And the third thing is, we are offering you bonus activities according to your child age, age appropriate activities, which will disengage your children from mobile or TV and engage your children in more learning and writing or reading process, in a way that the activities are created in such a way that it has the power and impact to disengage them from mobile and TV and engage them in more constructive ways of learning. So to enjoy all of these bonuses and more offers are unlocked in the webinar, in the live session of webinar. Recordings are not given, so you have to participate live, and you need to participate 100% to enjoy all the benefits and offers. So kindly join in. See you this weekend. Thanking you.